Hello, everybody. It's Techstack here. Oh, it's been one of those days today, guys. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and start up the game.
Why is it going to be one of those days?
I first off, play ninjas first. Or Ninja plays games first, just said it backwards. But it's 30 seconds in, so no new record. I don't think we're ever going to beat that record because YouTube doesn't even start showing the time right away for me. Why is it one of those days? I just haven't been feeling good since yesterday when I said, you know, I might be back later to stream more. I've just been beat down like I'm sick. I ate dinner and sat down for about 5 seconds and woke up an hour later. So hopefully that'll give me some energy. Having that small nap. I started working on the tower crane a little bit more earlier today. I had a couple minutes putting these crossbars on it. I stopped that far up because I wanted to see how it'd look in game. I think it's needed. I need to do it the other direction as well. And of course, the whole top needs redone. And then I need to put a cable in. What else? I think that's it. Cable's gonna be the funnest, air quotes, part because I'm gonna have to change its height based on where that piece is. That makes any sense. That or render it a bunch of times.
Why do I play tank games, Tech? I mean, haven't I learned my lesson yet?
Apparently not.
Apparently.
Oh, let me see if I can. Are you saying this because you're having fits with the tank game? Is it a new tank game?
No. War Thunder. And again, you know, teamwork. Yeah, right.
Yeah, any game that's going to rely on teamwork is going to be a crapshoot. And it's not, it's going to be in the house's favor.
Well, no, these guys are all playing for themselves.
Right.
Like, seriously.
That's why it's always going to be a crapshoot, because that's how most gamers are. They only care, oh, me. I want that kill. Forget the objectives. I want that kill. My KD is too low. Ninja's saying he likes War Thunder. I'll save you from alt tabbing. Oops, 0.5. Grab Z, move up 1. Screwed, 0.5. Grab Z, 1. It's gonna take a while.
Yep. No teamwork whatsoever. 8, count them, 8 of my teammates right next to me. Do you think any one of them would have stopped the guy from blowing me to smithereens? No.
No.
They, like, literally sat there. Didn't fire a shot at all. And just let me die. And then went for him.
Mm-hmm.
And I know why. Because they were achievement hunting. You see, because when you avenge somebody's death, you get a medal.
That's awful. The developers put something like that in.
That is. Because it totally makes teamwork go right out the window.
Unless it's avenging. Oops. Grab. No, extrude 0.5. Grab.
Well, I at least got a little bit of good news today.
That-
I found the piece that I needed to hook up my second monitor.
Oh, cool.
So, yay! I can keep an eye on chat and not do anything.
Nice. Extrude 0.5. Grab Z1. Extrude 0.5. Grab Z1. You know, how many is there between these? 1, 2. So I'm on this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then that one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, that one. 1, 2, 3, 4, that one. 1, 2, 3, 4, that one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Extrude 0.5. Grab Z1. Yeah, that's the way to do it. Okay, and then I need to grab those faces and just pull them straight down. Like that. And no one shall know the wiser. Nice.
You could just copy that for the other side too, couldn't you?
Kinda. I need to grab them all and then do one move with it. Now that I know the spacing. It's gonna be that one. Hello.
Hey, Gazer.
Hey, Gazer. Gazer, that video posted was pretty funny.
I didn't even look at it.
It's another parody video, like music video. So much scrolling. Am I near the top even? Oh man. There. Okay, so extrude 0.5, grab Z1. Ta-da! I'll have to check that one out, Gazer. The description sounds funny. I've seen a TED Talk where they were showing off their little dog robot thing that's got the claw that opens doors and stuff. I think it's weird looking. So many funny things being posted and I can't check them while I'm streaming. Here we go. What faces that give us? Thousands of them. But this object right here, if I do, I'll do limited dissolve on it now. It should reduce the face count. Yeah, it did. Cool. Grab one. Let's see, how can I do this? Do a view like that. And box select from there. Nope. Here you go. Okay, that's this piece. I think this round piece needs to be scaled down. Now, scale it down like Control Z. There we go. That's better. That's got to stay there for the visual piece inside the game. These need to be tubes, I guess. No, these need to be removed. Let's get rid of those vertices. Let's actually move this to a new layer so it's out of my way. There we go. This, oh boy. Let's scale this along the x-axis. 0.5. There we go. We'll try and shoot for that type of shape with the rails themselves. We need to build up a cab or box or whatever off the top of this. So let's build another object. So we're going to add a mesh. Actually, let me, yeah, we're in this mode. Add a cube wherever it is. Where'd you go, cube? Grab Y. Grab Z. Z. There we go. Get all nice and centered up. There we go. Now we got kind of an equal amount of overlap on all this. And will there be sounds for the machines? That's a great question. At one time I started adding sounds for them and then got sidetracked with everything else and never finished it. Mainly because I didn't have a lot of sounds to work with. I think it'd be cool to have sounds for them, but it's not a priority for me right now. I'm trying to add all this other stuff to it first. Okay. what am I currently making? So this is going to be a tower crane. At least that's the idea. You have no idea what the crane does still, Gazer? I thought I've told you. Oh, rip, Ninja. I just seen the console's message. It kicked him for spamming. There's no one else on, is there? Yeah, it's just you. I am not liking the way this is looking so far, but I don't know what else to go with yet, so we're gonna stick with it. And it's just the scale of this thing is such a pain to work with. Need to add a cube. Let's do center cursor to active. There we go. Now if I add something, it's gonna add it there instead of off out in the middle of nowhere. So cube, yeah, there we go. And then scale the cube along the y-axis only. It gets us our approximate distance of it, that's why I was going for that. Okay, and then I guess it's a front view, back view, whatever. Grab this in, turn on the Z mode, put that in. There we go, and scale everything but the y-axis. We keep our length. And I want to make it significantly smaller. There we go. Oh, we lost Ninja. Gonna duplicate that and grab, pull it over to this point here. Duplicate again. Z1, 2, there we go. Let's do 1.5, I guess. And then 1. .9. .9. Okay, and then link, delete vertices. Grab all of these. And Control R. Cuts. Control R. $120. Okay. Control R. 20. Delete. Control R. 1. Control R. 120. No. Control R. 120. Why are you doing it down there? Really? Control R. 120. So many faces. Face mode. 1, 2, 3. Extrude. all these up vertically 1.9. Why did I put it up? Dang it. Gravity 1.5. 1.4, 3, 2, 5. 1.2. Extrude, extrude, extrude. Let's see, 1.2. Grab on the Y, move forward 1. Grab on the Y, move it back 1. 0.5. Grab on the X, 0.5, negative 0.9. Shift D, grab on the Y, grab on the Y, move it down 1, 2, 3, 4, 3.5. Grab 3.25 on the Y. There we go. Grab all those, delete those. Let's add a. Okay, let's take this. Let's grab all of this, all of this, all of this. Separate by selection. There's now a separate object. Add a mirror modifier. So whatever I do on the one side appears on the other. There we go. Now if I select all of this, all of this, and all of this, this will not work. Okay. 3. Shift D along the Y, 3.25. And then Shift D 7.5 along the Y. Nope. 3.5. Oh, 6.7. So grab Y 6.5. Shift D 13 along the Y. Shift D 13 along the Y. One more. Shift D. Along the Y. 13. Okay. Delete all these extra ones. And then from that center point, extrude it over 1. That works pretty well because it'll mirror together. And let's delete the face I'm on. We won't be needing the interior face. And then, yeah, okay. So I need to do this. Grab all those faces, Shift D that, grab it along the Y, 3.25. Should, for the most part, line up. Yeah. We're good. Okay. And then that again, Shift D, 3. Shift D, 3.25 Y. Try and grab those two together. Shift D, 6.5 Y. These again. Shift D, Y, 12, no, 13. And Shift D, Y, 13. Shift D, Y, 13. Okay, and then let's make another one right here. Extrude 1. And we'll take from this point, extrude up 1.2. I think that's what we did. Down so it looks right. There we go. And then pull that in like so. We got a nice ending spot there. And actually I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to cheat a bit more and I'm going to make it come back like this. And we're going to take these faces off on this last one. Put all those faces. There we go. And then we're going to go to edge mode. I'm going to edge loop that and hit face on that. So the end of it has a little bit of a triangular shape to it, right? Okay, so that's the that's the gantry piece, or the tower for the gantry, the rail for the gantry. That's probably the right word. Okay, then this whole thing, I'm gonna Shift D this whole thing, rotate it Z along the Z axis 180 degrees, and there's the other half of the tower for the back support, right? And I'm actually gonna move this back, let's say another 10. Epic. Side view here, and let's see-through mode. Let's trim this down a bit. Let's cut it off, say there. Delete all those vertices. And then length this. Oops. Ah. Come on, box select everything. And then grab along the y-axis, and let's just move that back this way. Oh, it's its own object, okay. Didn't mean to do that, but whatever. And then, okay, so now, off of this object, we need to build, that's almost too short, isn't it? Let's Control-C some of the stuff. Oops. Okay. Dang it, that face is back now. it's there, but it's not. How does that even work? Oh, okay. So the heat. And we had some extra geometry there. Huh. Okay. Let's limited dissolve this so that it simplifies the geometry quite a bit. There we go. Let's actually just delete this whole thing. Let's in edit mode. Shift D all of that. Rotates vertically around the Z-axis. That does not seem right. Don't worry, Epic Death.
I'm saying, man, it's not like you're under contract to have to be here at a certain time, man.
Right.
Hey, Ninja.
Delete those. Okay. Now I've got this as a separate object. Shift D. Rotate 180 around the Z-axis. There, that's better. Now, on that particular one here in edit mode, I want to shorten it. So let's take that much of it off.
Not right now. Maybe later.
Vertices. No, not all of those vertices. Dang it. So many people coming and going. Dang it. Why? Oh, right, because that's the end of it. Shoot. Okay. Scale to 0. No. Let me select a single point. Thanks, Blender. Thanks a lot. Scale to 0. No. We want to go by the active element. Scale to 0 along the y-axis only. And then remove doubles to get rid of all that extra geometry we just put in one spot. We'll let it pass, Hunter. This time. Nah, just kidding. Like Fiery said to Epic Death, no one's on the payroll or anything like that, so no worries, you're late. Grab the whole thing, put it there. Now we're looking crane-like. Okay, so let's grab this whole face here, extrude, scale into like 0.1 or point bigger than that, 5. There we go. Grab vertically, no, extrude vertically. Go to side view. Something like that looks like it should be about right. Let's try and scale this along the y-axis a bit. There we go. And we need something that looks like a cable going to both ends, basically, now. So let's create a cylinder. Not there. Cursor to active. And create a cylinder. Rotate 90 degrees, scale it. Drag it up here. Focus on it. Put my cursor here. Okay. Add a cylinder. Not that many sides. Let's try 16. Let's try 8. Remember, this is only Minecraft. Rotate 90 degrees. Rotate 45 degrees. Negative. Scale it way down in that direction. Scale it. Oh, nothing yet. Okay, so scale it on the x-axis. Oh, edit mode. Local axis. Scale X. No. Scale Y. Scale Z. There we go. Night gazer. Rotate it to get the right kind of angle on it. Get in Z mode, grab this straight down. Discord talk privileges, especially in the stream channel, are earned, and demanding that you get unmuted is not the way to earn them. Not in the slightest. That shows troll tendencies, which is why we have the mute there in the first place. It's to stop the trolls. And it's just in the stream channel where you can't talk. We've had problems with people coming in on the stream and then blah blah blah, check my channel. Blah blah blah, my channel, my channel, my channel. Thank you, Bobcat. Trying to figure out how to make this connection better though. Maybe like another cube here. Let's out of that, another cube, please. Add a cube. Scale it way down. And align it vertically, properly. Put it this way. Back this way. Scale it out a hair. Go. Put it down some. And then in edit mode on this cube, select a face, pull it up a bit, select the whole thing, this mode, subdivide, grab these two, pull them forward, and pull them down. A bit rounded at the end, right? Looks a bit more like an anchor this way, I think, if I do this. I've got you selected, go to edit mode, there we go. Grab these two faces and pull them up a bit more. There. That way it's coming into the side of this whole anchor. That should do. And now we can join these two together. Control J. Shift D, duplicate them. Rotate along the Z axis 180 degrees. And there's our other side. With its anchor point. And I think that's appropriate. It's like forming a triangle, and then this is just leveraged out there beyond. The other thing I could try to do with this is go to edit mode from this view here and just grab it along the Y. Let's see what that does to us. Grab it along the Y again. Go back into this view. Select everything. There we go. It's starting to look like a thing a little bit.
Oh.
You okay, Fire?
Yeah, I'm looking at something that I did not see in the snapshot when I looked at it.
Oh.
Stripped logs.
Oh, yeah. They are a thing now.
That is awesome. That is so awesome.
Apply those mirror modifiers. Limited dissolve. Limited dissolve. Go. Let's see if we can't limited dissolve on this as well. Yep. Nope. Okay, so let's Control J. All those are in the top now. So if I poke the eye on that, that's everything. Cool. What is that? That is an extra cylinder, that's what that is. So the top is just that. Cool. The legs. Claw, which is on another layer. And the rigging. Okay, I need one more piece. And I probably should do this on that other layer with the rigging and the claw. So I can get it to a somewhat scale with this stuff. This is the cables. So the cables that go from the rigging down to the claw piece, right? This is going to be the most difficult aspect of this whole thing, I think. So I need to add a new cylinder. Okay, you're right there. Let's get up our tools. Let's actually just zero this out at the world origin. And there you are. Yeah. And then as far as the height of this thing, I think the height I shouldn't change at all. I'm going to scale along the Shift Z, but while on this view. So scale along the Shift Z, which will lock the Z axis to what it is. So now I'm only scaling along the other two axes. Or axi, or whatever you call them. Okay, and then I'm going to grab this along this axis and move it forward so that it's located about right there on the claw to the front of it. Then I'm going to shift duplicate it and grab it in the opposite direction and locate it this way. So these two need to be Control J together into one object. Yep, so I can only select both of them now. The cylinder's what it's called. Let's call this cable. And the idea is I'm going to scale this along its Z-axis to fill in the gap between the rigging and the claw. Or at least that's the concept. hopefully I can get it to work. Let's save this. Let's grab up the other layer here. Go out of Z mode or see-through mode. Let's start adding some materials to these. So new. So the cable material itself. I'm gonna assign that first. There's gonna be a color somewhere in here that I can choose from. This is probably it. Let's go down to the black side of things. Not all the way black, but pretty dark. Okay. Then the legs themselves don't have any material. There we go. So let's add a new material to that. Let's choose a color. Okay. Looks like kind of a construction color. Construction yellow. Okay. Let's choose all that. And let's see here. So if I link. Okay, box select. That's that. Grab it. Box select like this. There we go. So let's select the construction yellow for that.
You know, honestly, I think you could make that front boom longer.
I think what I need to end up doing though, Fiery, is make the whole crane shorter. It's too tall for Minecraft. And I know that sounds funny, but I think I'm gonna have to limit the build dimensions of the crane anyway. The size of what it can build, just because it's going to take so long to build as it is. And one of the ways I'll limit it is in its height. But
well, at least it doesn't place air blocks anymore. Oh, sorry.
Right. That will help some. Let's actually move this object down here now that we have the new rails. I should do this thing. Let's make it a different color just for some variety on this thing. What color though? I don't know. Black maybe, or dark gray. Yeah, that looks cool. And then for the cables, those need to be different color for sure. So let's unselect everything. Select you, select you.
I'd say either go black or a darker gray as well with those.
Why is it doing that? Undo. Please undo. No. Okay.
I think it's getting undo and do more mixed up.
Right. Let's assign this. This is what I was doing wrong. Didn't help that I was confused on what I should be doing. Okay. And then the lobster claw thing. What color should you be?
I think it's fine with that light gray.
I think it should have different colors for different parts of it though. Just to break it up a bit. Like maybe the top part should be yellow. Keaton, mod or not mod? Kind of doing something, man. Let's create a new material. We're gonna assign it to those text, those pieces. Create new here. Let's try for like a reddish color, maybe. Well, red, not pink. Come on. There we go. Assign to those two. Okay, and that just does everything because I don't have the other ones assigned to anything. So now I can control I think it is. Yeah, versus selection. Create a new material. Assign it to those geometries. There we go. Yeah, those cables fit up there nice. Cool. This end. Let's grab this piece here. Pull it back. That one, pull it back. And that one, and pull it back. And that one, and pull it back. I think we got some extra geometry here. It's not quite needed. Let's see. Can we remove doubles? There we go. How many faces I got in total? This whole freaking thing. 2,000. Not ideal, but not horrible. Considering its size, it's pretty low. Okay, so let's save this. Let's export it to Wavefront. Export. We need to start Minecraft all over again. Hopefully it won't crash because I've accidentally renamed something I didn't mean to. Cable law, yeah, so everything should be there.
I swear YouTube just does not get that I like watching your stream in 720, not in 360. It's like, really?
Oh, really? Huh. Yeah, I can imagine the text portions, like where there's all these words on the screen. 360 would be awful to watch.
Oh my god, it is. I'm surprised you don't stream in 1080 though. Or can't you?
I did, and people asked me to not stream in 1080 over on Twitch. But now that I'm streaming to YouTube and all that, I probably can again. Because the problem was, Twitch doesn't let the viewer pick what streaming or what quality you are unless you're a partner. And I'm obviously not a partner with them, so they limited it. Oh, great! It's all red instead of yellow. How does that even work? And this part's all boogered up. It does look pretty sick though if I can get it all working. Like having the faces right. Why is it red?
I'm saying, I clearly remember you coloring it yellow and black.
Right, and it's yellow here. The same material must be used on two of them or something. Material 4, material... What? Colors I can figure out later. Let's get the cable rendering. Why is that middle section off? That's gonna bug me. Oh, it's off in here. Holy crap. How'd that even happen?
What the heck? Did you do a limited dissolve on it and maybe it killed it?
I bet I did. Crap. Okay, let's save myself some sanity here. Let's poke the eyeballs out on these mirror modifiers, so we got only the one to work with. Those faces that limited dissolve creates, there's no way to select them when it does this. Like, how do I get a hold of just that face? Let's grab it. Okay, so it is selectable because I can grab it there.
I'll be right back.
Okay. There it is. It's all that one face. Crap, if I delete that. Yep, that entire thing's screwed up. Limited dissolve, I hate you sometimes. You're brilliant at times and absolutely devastating others. I haven't done a limited dissolve in a while, so it's not even going to be in my undo history. Dang it. That's my only option. Then maybe, just maybe, I can control. No, no. Alt select. It does it again. No. Why? It's perfect other than that. Dang it. I really don't want to have to select those two. Those two. Hit F. Those two. Hit F. All the way up this thing. And then go down this and select all of that junk. Wait. Maybe if I alt select it now. Haha! You're different and that's okay. This side did the same stinking thing, just in a different spot. Yep. Gotta delete that face. And then go edge to edge, face. Alt click U, face. That might have fixed it, guys. Okay, let's turn these mirror modifiers back on. That looks better. Okay, now why did this one part, let's grab this, dot on that, and so there's no faces on the bottom of those. Okay. You're in edit mode. You're an edge, face. Face. Hopefully fix that. Okay, save. The coloring thing though, wow. I don't know about that. So that's construction yellow. Construction yellow. The one that's actually red is material 4. Material 4. Like it's not even the same material. Well, whatever, let's save it. Reload Minecraft, see if we can get the visual glitches all fixed. Besides the coloring. Export wavefront. Export. Restart Minecraft. So how was everyone's President's Day? Did you guys have work off, or school off, whatever?
I'm back.
Okay, if you want me called that. I think I fixed the glitchiness between the little cross beams. I'm just restarting Minecraft here to see if it picks it up right. Okay, looks like I got the one that was down low. There's still glitchiness in it though. Like right there. And right there. It's better. It's still red. The bottom rails are now rendering.
By the way, you know there's supposed to be a counterweight at the end of the back half, right?
Yeah, we put something back there.
If I wanted to get technical, it's a sliding counterweight because it like adjusts as it needs to.
We're not gonna do that. Tell you that right now. Not gonna happen. So I need to fix the glitchiness of this sliding into itself when it goes back to 0. So I either need to half this distance, which probably won't work, or move this stuff back a little bit. Probably a little bit both. Okay, let's see if we can get the cable to render. That's the coding stuff for this one. And the claws don't even show their texture. They're still showing purple. It's really weird. So let's get the rendering code for the thing. Not to be under model. Oh boy, so... I don't even know where to start with this one. I guess I need the name of it. Something cable. Cable, blah, blah, blah. Cylinder, auto 1. Auto 11.
Something, 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 dark side, something, something.
Okay. Not sure what that was all about, but okay.
Quote from Family Guy, when they did their Star Wars parody.
Oh. Sounds like something I might say. Like the way it said, it's like something, something, something. The part I actually remember, and then something, something, something. By 2. And then let's GL11.scale.
I've seen a lot of my friends on my friend list starting up Warframe lately. It's a pretty good game. Or do you like know nothing about it?
Never even heard of it before, Fire.
Huh.
Warframe, you say?
Yeah, Warframe.
Yeah, I don't know.
Are you kidding me? Somebody made a Subnautica mod for Minecraft.
Does it surprise you?
It really doesn't anymore, but I have to check this out because reasons.
So it should say 1, not 0. And this should be negative. And we don't see it at all anymore. Why? Okay, is that the cable? That's the cable. Okay, obviously not what I wanted. Wait, let's go. 0. Put a memento. And run, please. Okay. Scale 111. Ah, 10. That's what's wrong. There we go. Now we're looking cable-like. This is a claw. This is a cylinder. So everything here is the cylinder related. Let's get myself some space in here so I can do this. Ah! You remove all my extra spaces. So let's remove that one, because apparently that's not needed. Still can't see it, so something else is off. Let's see if it's underground. It is not. Where is the claw being drawn? Nowhere. Or is it way up in the air? It's way up in the air. How do I reverse this scaling? Do I just put a -1 in front of it and do the same scale fall? And is it deleting itself again? Because this is getting annoying with this thing deleting itself every time. Still moving up and down. I want this thing to be basically fixed at this end and then scaled up the other end. I don't see the claw. Let's try setting it to 1 because I think that's the appropriate number. There it is, it's up in the air. But it's still scaling it, stretching it. It's right there and it comes down and it's super stretched. Maybe it's just up that high? Where are you? I could draw it last, but that's gonna screw with the block only then. Right, so it's order of operation. Let's fix that. Oh, got an extra. Let's see. Come on, actually run now. And it freaking deleted itself. Am I looking to the south? I am. That's the way it should work. think I need to go up by this amount too. Okay, so it should be way underground now if I'm understanding. Yeah, okay. So I need to go negative on this amount. Still not quite right. It is massive. It is so big it has changed colors. You can use it to see through the world, apparently. Really weird. Oh, 575. Yeah, that's no wonder it's screwed up. Let me try something. I think I know what might be the problem. Three, and then let's grab these vertically in edit mode so that they scale from their bottom. Their origin is at the bottom. Export wavefront. We are writing materials, right? Yeah, we are. Still don't understand why they're red, but I'm able to add a push and pop of the matrix on this, and that would simplify it, maybe? To get it back to the right location? Maybe? I can change the scale and then come back and then not have it scaled. Go out to position. Okay, so the thing is still showing above it because we're dividing it by 2. Okay, so moving it up 57 is not what we need at all. So there should be no movement, no translation. Just scale. Yeah, let's try the push pop trick I was talking about. Push the matrix first. So before we start this whole mess cable, we're going to push the matrix. Then we're done with it, we're going to pop it. Save. That worked. Then I just need to change how much we're scaling by. Or no, I need to translate it up based on... What? I need to do something, I know that. But we've got the clawback. Let's just put split screen on here for a second. So as it's moving up, the cable goes down. Because we're not scaling it by the same amount anymore. Wait, are we? Yeah, so we're scaling based on what the distance is. But we need to translate it up by that amount, I think, for it to work. So if we take this back and put this in here and then put it to that amount instead of 57. Oh, it's like I know what I'm doing. Almost. And then it freaking deletes itself. Dang it. Okay, so the scale is just a little bit too much, because it's actually cutting down into this block. So if I go inside this block, you can see the cable's actually sticking through. So it's not a full 57, it says 53.25 probably. No? Save? Bob, I'm not gonna take a call on Discord while I'm streaming. It's not.
He just tried calling me, actually.
It's not how you do. Okay, so wench distance plus 7 minus. Okay, so calculator. 57 minus 53.25. 3.75. It's so close. Let's go up inside the gantry here. Let's see where those cables start and stuff. Stop moving! Oh, that's gonna be difficult. Wait till it comes back. Okay, so they're not moving up and down any, which is fine. Ooh. Okay, so I just need to fiddle with the number, that's all. There we go. We have hanging cable bits. That almost would fit perfect if I just cut a little chunk out of that. And you deleted yourself, you little freaking stupid tower crane. When will you ever learn? And this is rotated wrong now. Animations are off from when it's actually done. Oh, when it's all the way in, it's still way too close. Huh. And I could do it with one cable, but that doesn't look right, does it? Wouldn't a crane like this have two cables going down to the unit, and then it's just like a pulley
Yeah,
in the
one's
unit?
going. Yeah, one's going down and one's going up. Because it loops through a
pulley.
Yeah, a pulley at the hook end. Well, technically, one side of it would be moving and the other side would be standing still because it would be the side that
fixed
would be
to
attached.
the top of this crane, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. But it's still, you know, going down and up through the wench at the bottom, the hook at the bottom.
Right.
Yeah. mean, in theory, I guess they could fix it at the bottom, but that wouldn't make any sense either. So you'd have to have the motors and stuff in there. But this is kind of actually a purple color, not a black. I think the whole colors of everything are off on this. I wonder if there's a red tint being applied to stuff or something. Because of another texture being drawn or something. It's possible. And it deleted itself. Oh no, it didn't. Okay. It's too tall. It's way too tall. But it looks epic being tall. It's starting to come along, Hunter. I need to fix some visual things like the gantry overlapping the center part. And then, well, these cables I just added are starting to overlap the center part as well when it's at 0, when it's all the way back. Not sure what to do about that because it needs to be super close. I guess I could try and reduce the size of the center part by a lot. It deleted itself. It would basically mean that like it can't be any bigger than the tower part. Let's see what I can do about this. Colors are all off from what I wanted it to be too. Edit mode. Come on. Just the link parts. Link you. Link you. Or don't link you. Scale. Everything but the Z. I said scale everything but the Z. Oh, we're off active point. We're gonna do center point. Right. I need to make them both smaller, agree. There we go. And then this thing, I need to get this face and that back face. And not scale it width-wise, but just forward and back. Scale along these y-axis, basically. Of course, that screws up with the whole system I got going on, but whatever. So now I need to grab what? That, and that. Grab that back. Some more. Go. Extra faces are kind of. Let's see. Let's delete those faces. And then grab these 3 and just extrude them. There we go. There is still some type of double face here on this side. Remove doubles. 0. Nice. So look, I can pull out an extra whole thing and it's not even... What is that? Yeah, I noticed that, Hunter. I'm so close to 700 subs. I was 1 away today. We'll get there. But not before YouTube shuts off my ability to be a partner, which stinks. Like, they were going to shut me off basically tomorrow, I think. Because I don't have 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 minutes of watch time in the last year. I don't think I've had 4,000 minutes on my channel, period. It's a huge number.
I'll be right back. I gotta go eat.
Okay. Later, fire. It doesn't really mean anything for me. I mean, I'm not making any money off YouTube anyway. I didn't ever expect to. It's just an annoying thing. So if I scale this along its y-axis, that's what we need to do. I kind of liked how big and beefy it looked. It made sense that it was that big. You know, I mean, like, part of me, you know, from a business standpoint, understands why YouTube is doing it, but at the same time, they're gonna lose the new people that are the future of YouTube, right? And those new people will go to somebody else that's gonna say, "Oh, come here, come be with us. We'll take care of you," right? And then YouTube's gonna suffer for that because the new content won't be there. They'll just have the same old junk that they've always had. They won't be innovating anymore. Huh, so these are getting messed up on the mirrored version only. That's interesting. Yeah, they're fine on this version. That's really messed up. Oh, hang on a sec. That's not good, man. Okay, I'm back here, guys. Hey, Shadowliner. Thank you for that. Oh, 700 subs, finally. Woo! I will have to step away again in about 4 minutes and 14 seconds. That's when the food my son wanted will be done in the oven. And I'll just have to take it out and I'll be right back. So it'll be a quicker turnaround this next time, but I do need to step away again, unfortunately. Okay, so there's a face right there. That's the problem. It's a floating face, probably. Can't select it either. Because it's that face. Great. I probably just need to apply these and then deal with the cleanup then. Oh, I don't really want to, but I need to. Let's save a copy of this first. $700 sub life. Woo! I feel like a new man. Let's just make a backup name of it. Backup. That way I've got one that's pre-blender file, what's the word I'm looking for here, guys? Pre-apply of these filters. This one. And I probably need to apply the bottom one first. Oh, I can't apply it in edit mode. Apply. So now when I go into this tab, I can actually edit these geometries. So I can select that entire face, delete it, and then cross my fingers super big because when I do this, it comes back. And it's because of these faces here. Select this one, face. Select this one, face. Okay, now I need to do this, face. There we go, that seemed to fix it on that side, and I need to come over here, fix it over here. So do this. Delete the face. Back to line mode. Or edge mode, whatever. And it's probably these. Oh my gosh, so many faces to accidentally pick. Face. And up there. Face. Okay, and it's on up there. It's off at this. Go back. Delete. Face, and then face. Alright, another side of it. It's all mirrored. Delete face.
What? Tech made it up to 700 subs. I'm gonna have to unsub now.
Dang you, Fiery. I just can't accomplish anything. You would do that too, wouldn't you? Although I can't blame you after the way my wife treated you the other day. I mean,
Paybacks. Oh, great. I just noticed the cord is getting ripped out of my headset.
uh-oh.
That's not gonna be good.
We're gonna lose Fiery at some point then. Not again. Alright, that's the cables in there.
That's right, Hunter. And I'm even more fluffy because I just got back from eating.
Speaking of eating, I need to get something out of the oven. I'll be right back, guys.
This isn't showtime at the Apollo, man.
Why you be calling Fiery Fluffy?
Because he thinks he's funny.
There's only one Fluffy. Gabriel Iglesias.
See, that's why I don't take it as an insult, you see, because he's calling me Gabriel Iglesias, man. I'm an important
Comedian.
guy,
You make people smile.
right? Oh my god, I swear, the first time I seen him perform, I almost pissed my pants laughing.
I could see that, not from you, but from Fluffy. Like somebody be like, if anybody's gonna be that funny, he's gonna be that funny.
Yeah.
Although him and John Panetta, I think is how you say his name.
Yeah.
You know who I'm talking about? He's another big boy, let's call it that. And when he did his skit about being in a water park, oh my gosh. You know which one I'm talking about?
Yes.
Where he's talking about
he goes
hitting the water pipe,
down the water slide, and just
out into the parking lot. They ask him if he's got his pass. Does it look like I got room for a pass in this thing?
No, my favorite sketch of Gabriel's is where he's talking about the different levels of being fat.
Oh, the levels of Fluffy.
Yes.
And then the last level. Damn!
Damn!
Yep. Okay.
See ya, Hunter.
See, man. Called you Fluffy again. There you go, why up. So I think I know why it's red.
Because it's not blue? Okay, I'm sorry. I
Nope,
totally
yeah,
just threw you out.
yeah, it's red because I indirectly told it to be red. Oh, maybe not. Crap. But yeah, okay. Yeah, we're still good. It's in this code. There's going to be a primary crusher texture location. That's probably what's doing it. It's using the crusher's texture. I'm gonna cheat and use the loader texture because the loader has a completely blank texture at this point, and that should fix it. It was the same bug that like made them kind of like a dark orange instead of the color they should have been. Sometimes it was that bug.
Huh. You said you got the models for the laser miner and the
Track loader.
Yeah, working again?
Working? No. Oh yeah, I got them so I can import them in Blender, but they're not in the game yet.
Okay. Yeah, last I knew they weren't able to be imported, so.
Yeah, I figured out what's wrong with them. There's some way, like you must have started doing some UV unwrap to put an actual texture on it instead of just a color. And there was some NANs, which is not a number, in coding. And that was thrown off Blender. It didn't. Crash, 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 crap. What'd I do? Index out of range. I must not have done something right on the export.
I was gonna say though, once you get done with this back-breaking project, you think we could throw those two in? So we could start filling out the tier 2 lineup a little bit?
Oh yeah, I mean that's kind of the idea, is to have them be the first couple tier 2 that we add in. And maybe even, so I've got 4 models waiting on me right now. There's the track loader, the laser miner, the underground dump truck, and the underground loader, which are like the versions that Blue Boy wanted us to add. So when you're mining underground, you can, it's the shorter is all they are, right?
Right.
There's the yellow thing.
Hey!
It's getting there.
You know, that hook point, or the little block underneath or above the hook, doesn't actually look bad red.
Yeah. Like, I wanted it to be red.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if I wanted it to be that shade of red, because everything's looking really dark to me for some reason. Maybe it's the weather. That's still dark. Even this looks dark to me. I'm not sure what's up with that.
Yeah, it looks alright, though. I mean, it doesn't have to be, like, blindingly yellow, I mean...
Right. That looks okay now, I think.
And you know, now that I'm looking at it, that middle piece, right where all the boom sections connect,
right here,
you should really make those like
different color.
Yeah, different colors.
Yeah.
Just to, you know, differentiate.
I think what I need to do with this thing is, now that I've got this so it doesn't clip into the middle part, is extend it out to the front a bit. Get a little bit more beefiness to it. But we've got the cables working. Like, it looks visually like I had in mind at this point. You're right, it does need the counterweights too.
Yeah. And the only thing that's really missing is the operator's booth, because that would be off to one side on one side.
I'm with you. That's how it should look, but I'm hesitant to do it because I don't want to give people the wrong impression that you can ride in it, right?
That's fine. Still doing that, huh?
Still doing what? Oh yeah, I haven't tried to fix that. Where it goes to the next position before it tries to pick up a block.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that. For now. I'm 99% sure I know what that is. Should the central... It's still doing that too. And that one I don't understand, because that I thought I fixed last time I worked on it, but whatever.
Did it just
Yeah, it
kill
deleted
itself again?
Yeah, suicidal
Oh my
Valkyrie.
gosh. Come on.
I probably need to just offset everything. One forward and one to the side. Be done.
I would.
Should the tower part of the crane, so the vertical scaffolding, and there's still one of these things that are wrong. Dang it. Right there.
Oops.
That's about like halfway up. Should the bottom part, that tower part that's got the piece that's wrong, be gray or some metallic color instead of yellow?
So where?
This part with all the X's on it.
I don't know about metallic, but like a darker
gray
color.
Well, I was thinking. What do you got
Yeah.
in mind?
Yeah, it wouldn't look bad gray. It definitely would help to make it not like just almost a solid color.
Yeah, that's what I'm suggesting.
I gotta say though, Tech, as far as models, this is one of your better ones. Way to go.
Thank you, I think. I'm not seeing where this is messed up at. Maybe I didn't save it last time. Ah, I bet that's what it is. I bet. It didn't pick up the changes I just made because I didn't change that uppercase C.
Whoops.
6 minutes ago, I just did save it. I'm still gonna override it. 'Cause I'm not seeing it in the Blender version where it's messed up. I can see through all those diamonds just fine. Here's the other perspective. I can see all through all those. I don't see where the face is wrong. Okay, so let's try this. So these faces are tied to the construction yellow. Let's create a new. Assign them to that. And then the color. Like that. Like dark gray. And then up here, I do agree with you, it does need a counterweight. It'll make it look better. So let's see. I've got the thing there. Let's add a new object. A mesh, a cube. And it shouldn't be above. I think it should be below it. Like hanging off the bottom of the crane. And move it in like that. And then let's scale it up from side view. In edit mode, scale it up along those two axes. Yeah, there we go. Scale it, grab it down a bit more. Let's grab just that bottom face. Control tab, edge face. Grab this down. Magnet mode, let's turn it off. Does that seem appropriate? Or should it be a couple small ones? Let's do an image search again on tower crane. Yeah, this demo here, it's got a couple small ones in this image. I want to go to indiamart.com. there's like various different versions of it, it looks like, 'cause it's just a weight. So let's have it like this, but let's scale it in the Y direction, like that size, and then Shift D, grab. Get them close together, Shift D, Shift D. There we go. Put them all together, and of course they pick up the wrong texture, of course. Did they do that? Let's make them this material 2 and assign. Here we go. Link, 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 link. Scale it in the x-axis. There we go. Grab this one and go to its own layer. Go. And let's extrude. Let's just try grabbing this forward. Like that. Yeah, let's save it. Export all these changes. Wavefront. Okay. Restart Minecraft and give her a go. Can't terminate, sure. In game, it looks too dark. There's still this thing here. Where's that coming from? Oh, it's like halfway up. And those are all screwed up. They're inside out. Okay, so I need to flip the normals on those. Lots of things wrong. Hey, Ninja. Let's just create a new material. Back from the dead. Okay, let's assign that material to him. I bet I know what's going on. I don't like it. You're dying again. I hope you mean like your laptop battery or something. Thank you, Ninja. Yeah, that's all clean on that side. I bet it's when I export it to Wavefront, Blender's doing a conversion of this, which is basically going to do the same thing as a limited dissolve. Turn it into triangles, and that's where it's getting extra faces from. Super annoying. Because they're not there in the model. Okay, let's flip normals. Save. Save. Export. Wavefront. Tower crane. Export. Just as it killed itself. Cool. I seen where Mojang was hiring, was it last week, the week before? They said that having mod experience was a plus.
You don't want to go there, Tech.
Working for Mojang?
Yeah. What? Do you really want to work for Microsoft?
Oh, but it's Mojang. They're independent.
Yeah.
I mean, they're dependent. They're part of them, but they're dependent.
I was just gonna say, either way, they're still theirs.
Yeah. I wouldn't want to work for them because it said you had to move to Stockholm, Sweden anyway. America.
Raw.
Did you say raw?
Yeah.
Raw America? That's better gray color.
Yeah, but I thought you were just gonna do the lattices in between, not the... What the heck?
Oh. That's a good idea, Fiery. Like, have the vertical poles be one color?
Yeah, I was gonna say leave the vertical poles yellow and then put the ones in the middle gray.
I like that idea.
Because I thought that was the whole intention, was to...
No, I wasn't thinking that advanced. I was just gonna make it all the same
And why
thing.
is that freaking thing still there?
I know why it's there. It's when I'm exporting it, it's taking every cube in the thing, every quad it's called, so 4 points to make up the face, and turning them into triangles. And when it's doing that, it's basically doing the same thing as limited dissolve. And there's one down here. So the only way to fix it is to do this right, which is going to be a lot of work. And that's to make the vertical part one face, and these lattice work in between a different face, which I'll have to do if we're going to make them different colors anyway. So you just motivated me to have to fix it the right way. So I think you're right. I think having them be different colors would look very cool.
It will make it pop out just so much, I'm telling you.
The only thing I'm not sure about is should the lattice in between or the framework in between be the colored and the vertical beams be gray, or should the vertical beams be colored and those be gray?
The lattice work in between should be gray, and then the vertical one should be yellow.
Okay. So this is going to take me about 1.5 years just because it's a lot of fiddly work. Seriously, like it's going to take for a long time. Not complaining really, it's just how it's going to be. So I'm going to have to make a face for each one of these. Needs to be done though. Delete the face. Delete the face. Oh god, it looks awful. Let's do one at a time because that'll keep my sanity a little better. Oh. Base. 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 Base.
Ninja, you're funny, dude.
Oh, that one's already got one. How far out can I get when it's still doable? I guess now would be the time to make this thing shorter, if I'm gonna make it shorter.
Right? Less work.
Right. It's just I don't know what the right height for it is. Because right now, based on the code, there's like 50-some block about between the top and the bottom of it. I think it's more than enough. But what's the right number? It should be 32? Like the build area. And the crowd has no opinion.
Well, how tall is it right now?
Like the gap between the top bar and the ground is 50 something.
$32 does sound like a pretty round number.
Right. Oh man, that's gonna be a pain in the tush. I almost wonder if I should delete this entire lattice work out and then recreate it. Save on polygons and everything. Because each one of these things is going to have an end cap on it that's not needed because you can't see it.
Right.
So like that, it's just not needed. I can make them all hollow tubes. I can make them smaller than the... Yeah, okay. I'm talking myself into this, and I don't really like it. I'm talking myself into this. I know an easy way to make them multiply themselves, though, too. That's the thing. Like, I can tell it mirrored in the different directions like I did before, but then also I can tell it, oh, I'm going to do one of these, and then you need to make however many of these to make it this tall. Just duplicate it vertically and be done. Because right now they're the width of the beam, that they're the vertical beams, and I can make them smaller than that if I did it the way I'm thinking of. I think I need to. It'll just make it look that much better. And that's the part you're going to be right up in front of, right? Because you're going to be down there at that height.
Right.
Okay, so let me move this to another layer over there. And then on that layer, let's create This thing's so big. Side view. It's cursor to active right there. Okay, and then others. Yeah, it's center. Cool. Let's create a new object. Add new mesh. It's gonna be a cube. Let's scale this cube down. Get really close to it. And then pull it forward. Scale it some more. Trying to make it the size of the existing one. Okay. And then from the other view, grab it, pull it over here. Here we go. And then we need to make it that material. What's color? Wait, which material was it? Was it 3 or 5? 3. Material 3. And material 3. I kind of need to finish this off, man, before I get on to anything else, and it might take me the rest of my time I have on tonight. So I'll probably check it out tomorrow or something. So I need to make a mirror modifier and then another mirror modifier. One will be along the... Yeah, one's along that axis, and the other one needs to be along the y-axis. Yeah, and then this needs to go to 0 actually, dang it. And in edit mode, I need to grab the whole thing, pull where it needs to be. Okay. And then let's scroll down somehow. There we go. All the way down. Okay. Let's add another object. Mesh. Cube. Scale it down. Top view. Yep, cool. And this one also needs to be mirrored in both directions. So mirror and mirror again. And one needs to be on the Y. So now if I go like this and pull it out to the side, yeah, we get a double over there. And really zoom in on this. Let's scale it down some more. That looks good. And then if I grab it along the y-axis, now how many of these do we have? One there and there, but nothing on the other two sides. That's okay. I can create one of them, duplicate it, rotate it 90 degrees, and then merge them. So this will work. Let's go side view. Let's scale in the vertical axis first off. Get a beam looking thing. Pull it up to where we want the beam to start. Go to top view, see through, scale it along that y-axis, or x-axis I guess it is. In like that, so it's off from that center point a bit. Yeah. Let's go wireframe, get rid of both of these end caps because neither one's going to be needed. Save us some faces. Grab that whole thing. Grab that rim. Grab it on the y-axis 0.5 negative. Really? 0.5. Oh, whoa. Grab 0.5 negative y-axis. Grab y-axis 0.25 negative. There we go. Okay, later, man. See ya. Grab one. Okay, so how does that look if we get rid of this one to a different layer? Scale on the X. Why are you doing this? Select all. Scale on the X. There we go. That looks pretty cool to me. And let's add one more modifier, which is an array. And where's the array modifier at? At the bottom of the stack, okay. Okay, Frey. Welcome to the stream. Okay, and then that's the relative offset is 1, which is perfect. And we need to tell it how many. Looks like 50 is exactly right. It is. So, Fire, you're saying instead of this gray material for these vertical pieces, they need to be the yellow.
Yeah. I think it'll make it look good. I mean, not that it doesn't look good now, it's just, it'll make it pop. Like, seriously.
Oh yeah, that does look better. Especially with the smaller lattice that I'm making.
Yeah.
Thank you, Ninja. I try to say people's names right. I don't always succeed though. Not the best at pronouncing names.
We kind of have a little bit of an advantage because one of our friends is a big
yeah
Norse mythology buff, and he says it like every other day. So. Are you playing the accordion there, Tech?
I know, like when I looked straight down on it, funny, it gets really squished looking, but it's just a perspective trick. There, so if I go into actual proper perspective of it, where things get smaller as they go away, it looks like this.
Yeah, that makes it look really nice.
I'd love to put some bolts and crap on this, but that's probably overkill.
Yeah, that's total overkill.
Like some rivet
and
marks.
Oh my god, that would make the... Oh my god, it would make your FPS just scream.
Maybe. What's my face count on here? So let's... I'm at 1,500 faces now. if I do it right, maybe, just maybe. I'm gonna try it because I'm bored, even though I have tons of things to do. So it would need to be. Yeah, no, it's not worth it. You're right. It's gonna be so many extra faces.
Yeah. Just think about it. If you wanted to make it a bolt, okay, first of all,
Right.
you're either going to have it be a square bolt or an octangular bolt. So that's what, 9 faces just on each bolt if it's an octagon, and 5 if it's a square one, right?
Yeah.
Because you don't count the back one.
I was thinking more of a dome shape anyway, so that'd make it even worse. Like a sphere. Yeah, this is gonna look sick. Okay, let's stop in Blender. Let's export it. What were you gonna say?
I was just gonna say, throw it in. I want to see it.
Yeah. This will be the kind of thing I need to tweet about. I'm proud of this one. Even though I've got like, what, 20 Twitter followers? Come on, Minecraft, load. Today. Wait, so Freya sub 2, does that mean we now have 701 subs? Or did Fiery really unsub me?
No, I did not unsub you.
701! $701 subs, and we have how many followers? Or not followers, downloads. 4,585 on the released version. In total, we're up to 33,203. Nice. Hey Ninja, I thought you said you were leaving, man. Can't pull yourself away from it, huh?
He's addicted, man. What do you expect? I mean,
oh, and we insta-crash. I know why. Let's grab all these. Control J into one object. No! No! Don't you do that to me. Bah, bah, bah. Need to apply all the modifiers, which is dangerous. Because if I ever want to go change it, I have to basically recreate the whole thing. Now that I've got them all applied, should be able to join them all together. Legs. There we go. And it's cute.
what did you forget to do?
Oh, I didn't rename. I had to put everything back to the original names for it to work right. Because the code is saying draw this object named legs, and there was no object named legs. This one. Where is it? Top cylinder, legs, cylinder. Name it like this here. Save. Not cylinder 001. Dang you. Okay. .001. Save, export, wavefront, export, run again. I still need to add all the network handling code because, like, right now I'm just cheating and assuming that the client and server are doing the exact same things, and it does cause some problems, like where it's placing the block at a different time than when you think it should, because the client and server are getting slightly out of sync. If I pause the code, it gets really bad. So I need to fix that. Oh, there it is. Yeah, that's better. Dang. Don't stop rendering on me. Come on. Man, that's another place I could save some faces probably if I put all of those up on their own thing. It's not like we're got a ton of faces on this anyway right now. Yeah, see, it changed it before it actually got there. Just slightly. Place the block. So the client and the server are off a little bit. You think it's working well, but wait till it gets to the next row and then it places the block where the tower crane is and deletes the tower crane. Which is going to happen after this next block here. This next one. Oh yeah, it's got to come over here and try and figure out where to place it. I gotta fix that bug too. And here it comes. And rotate around.
That thing does look gorgeous, even though it's about to kill itself.
Yeah. And boom. Place the blocker right there instead of here. So, need to fix that. Yeah, I'll have to make it so that somehow you can place it without it automatically start building something like it is now. Like, there'll be a GUI and all this and everything eventually. Come on, stop moving on me. See if I can get a good screenshot of it. I can get one up close too so you can see the block in it. Okay, I took a whole bunch of pictures of it. That's a gorgeous one, right there. Okay, see you later, Ninja.
Sure, he's leaving. I believe you.
And it's going to Twitter. See if it was 32. Ah, dang it, it deleted itself. Mother. If it was 32-ish, the top of the tower part, just the vertical shaft, should be like right in through here somewhere. And that seems more like a reasonable height for it in Minecraft. Especially with the arm being that long, because what, the arm should be visually able to place something, clear out. Oh my gosh, it's so long. Let's say like here, right? And then that would form an arc from that point over. So, you know, like it would actually be somewhere in here distance wise for the midpoint, right? Because it's not going to be a square out there because that arm's not going to get any longer. And as it pivots around, it's going to come closer in the one axis as it gets further in the other. If that makes any sense. Probably doesn't. So let's say it's actually here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. So about 24 blocks out. So if it went 32 high, that gives me plenty of extra space above things, right? For it. For all the, you know, the counterweight and the gantry and the little bit of, I don't know. I'm just thinking, should it make a 32 by 32 by 32 area? And is that big enough?
It's pretty big. I mean,
pretty big. And 32 might be too long for it with the tower area as big as it is. I might just, because also the other thing is, it's not the fastest thing, and I know I can adjust the speed of it, but can you imagine trying to fill in 32 blocks by 32 blocks by 32 blocks with it moving at this pace? One every 10 seconds or so? 32, come on, 32 times 32 times 32 times 10 seconds each, divided by 60 seconds. That's how many minutes? It's 91 hours. If you placed every single block in that area. And that's if it was 10 seconds a pop. There you go. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi, 5 Mississippi, 6 Mississippi, 7 Mississippi, 8 Mississippi, 9 Mississippi, 10 Mississippi, 11 Mississippi, 12 Mississippi, 13 Mississippi.
wow. Yeah, that needs to get sped up. I'm just throwing that out there.
I'm with you. There's something about like the speed at which it's turning changes sometimes. Like this one is going to place faster, I bet. And we'll count the next one. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi, 5 Mississippi, 6 Mississippi, 7 Mississippi, 8 Mississippi, 9 Mississippi, 10 Mississippi, 11 Mississippi, 12 Mississippi, 13 Mississippi. Yeah, this is about the same. Holy crap. And it's going to be based on where it needs to rotate. Like, I'm not saying each block place needs to take this long. It's go here, pick up a block, do this. Go there, pick up a block, do this. And it's movement of its rotation, vertical movement, and the slide of the gantry are so much per tick. It's not a... See, these blocks are placing faster. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi, 5 Mississippi, 6 Mississippi. Because the gantry doesn't need to move back and forth as much. Or the top part doesn't need to move back, rotate as much. And that seems to be the slow part. So when it's real close and tight into the crane in this direction, it's going to have a long rotation time. But when it's further out and doesn't have to rotate as much, it's just in and out of the gantry, it's quick. Do what? He sort of left. He's still in the chat.
Well, I was. Freya said that he actually did leave, and I was like, well, he sort of left.
I got you. Okay. I think that's got to be all for tonight, because like I've got just a couple minutes till 10, and I know anything else I could do would be more than the 8 minutes I have, and it's about to kill itself, so that's a perfect time to stop the stream.
Right. I'll remind you tomorrow to make sure to offset that, you know.
But that's the thing, I offset it the other day, and it's doing it again, and I don't know why. I must have, like, did a Control-Z on something and did it in the wrong window or something. I thought for sure I had that fixed. Let me look at the place where it's placing it. Yeah, it's -1. Does it need to be plus? I'll wait the 16 times 13 seconds. Couple minutes here for it to run one more time and see if that fixes it. Then I gotta call the stream.
Well, it's already been a stream. You're just calling it a night.
I mean, I'll stop the stream too. I'm saying. Night Eagle.
Night Eagle.
Wait a minute. What is it doing?
I don't know. It's building it the other way. That's not cool.
See why I was confused by it, Fire? Now it's in the right path.
Alright. This thing just loves trolling you, man.
I know. The current Z is going to be added by 1, so it's taking off 1, so it's at -1 right now. And then it's going to go, when it adds 1 to it, it's going to be 1. Maybe I always had it to the south. Let me try this. It has to do with the rotation of the block too. So like visually the thing changes. If I go this way instead, what's it gonna do? I have been placing them facing this direction. That's good. That's where it should be. The next one's the one that'll be derpy, if it's gonna be derpy at all, I think. Yep. What? And that's where Tech says good night, guys. Good night, everybody. We'll fix bugs tomorrow, or hopefully.